In this orthokeratology case, we have a patient who doesn't have very much refractive cylinder, but after wearing lenses is refracting out with diopter and a half to diopter 3/4 of astigmatism. And without the baseline or posterior topographies, it's difficult to figure out exactly why that's happening. It could be that the lens is just decentering and causing cylinder to show up within the pupillary zone, or perhaps the lenses are fitting well and we're just inducing with the way that they fit. Assuming that there is good centration and it's just the lens itself that's causing or inducing the astigmatisms, and the way to get rid of that is to do a combination of flattening the horizontal meridian and steepening the vertical meridian, especially with a wave lens. Between these two lenses, the big difference I see are flattening in the base curve, so you got 3/4 of a diopter more flattening, but there's not a whole lot of change in terms of the peripheral alignment of the lens or peripheral fit of the lens. 1942 sag and 1948 sag. There's a little bit more clearance centrally, 11 versus 2, so that's a fair amount of change there, and it looks like we did steepen the vertical meridian a little bit. This power does seem a little bit high for a -350 cornea, so or a -350 patient, and if this is not a case where the patient was significantly undercorrected, I would go back to the 150 and just tighten up the superior and inferior meridians a little bit more and loosen the horizontal a little bit more. So it'll be in 50% mode and aim for about 8 microns of change or so. So 1942, we're going to bring this down, or bring this up, we're going to look for a sag of about 1938. 1934, excuse me. You'll see that it's mirrored on the other side, and then superiorly, we're starting at about 2.3, pointing at about 10.3 is where we want to be. And we'll let this a little bit just to make sure we're sealing off at the back edge of the reverse curve. And back off 1. So now on the right side we have the original lens again, and this is the newly modified lens. You can see the difference in the peripheral profile there. And then the central profile here. Another thing that I found that sometimes helps is increasing the size of the IC. So we're at a 6.1 and a 6.7 on an 11.0 lens, which is a little bit larger than the smallest of the lenses. We can probably bump this up to maybe a 6.3 and then a 6.9, and that also helps to smooth out some of the atypical astigmatism that might show up. And to do that, we'll do that in 100% mode. And when we change that, you'll notice the power drops. You have to bump this up so that we don't undercorrect. So we were originally at 150. We want to go back to 150. That looks pretty close. So I'd give this lens a try, see if that gets rid of some of that induced astigmatism for you. Best of luck. Thanks for watching.